Now we're working on the 07 Accord. I kept hearing a little squeaking noise every time I would hit the brakes. Only when I would hit the brakes, slow the vehicle down, it'll start making some noise. So I checked it, and look at the control arm, it went bad. I'm not sure you can see it, but instead of being in the center, the actual whole thing shifted over to where it's basically touching on this. It's supposed to look like this. So the bushing right here came out. So now I just got to change this control arm, and I think this was a Moog control arm, so I went with a AC Delco this time. Hopefully this works better, because I changed this last year. Might be a quick video, but you just take this off. This is the 10, this should be a 17, I believe, and then you just gotta fight with these two bolts inside here. I think these are 14s, so 14 or 17, but I'll take care of those once I get there. So just loosen this one. This is a 17, and there you go. They didn't have any play in the upper or lower ball joint, but now I just gotta work on taking this one out. Hopefully it comes out easy. Okay, so these bolts are a 14, so luckily I put the anti-seize on them before, so they're coming out fairly easily. Just a ratchet wrench and just take it out. Okay, I have ground controls on, so it makes it a little easier to get the bolt out. Pull it out and compare it. But this is the new one. As you can see, everything is intact. This is the old one. The bushing just basically slid and cracked. So this is the new one. The same way as I took the other one out. Just slide these in. And then slide a bolt in. It's kind of hard to show you with one hand, but it's basically that. Just put a bolt in now and tighten it down. Okay, so what I try to do is, you could bolt it together right now and then tighten up the bolts, but then this is going to cause the bushing to twist. So normally I try to put a jack underneath it to lift up the whole spindle, to at least get it roughly where it will be at ride height, and then I tighten it up. So this is more or less where it was originally, with the bushing pushed in the wheel up, because it's about right here. So I just tighten it up right there, and that normally helps the bushing last a little longer, except for those were just crap bushings. So there it is, the jack is on, and that's more or less where it's gonna be. So just gotta tighten it up, and then just tighten these two bolts. So at least the bushing should be in more or less a resting state majority of the ride. If I had a lift, it would be easier, but this is just gotta guesstimate it. Just looking at it from the outside, that's how far it drooped. At this point, once it's underneath load, it's gonna push the bushing up, and it's gonna always twist. So that's why I try to guesstimate, put a jack underneath there, jack it up, and then tighten it up.
Tell me pretty lies,